Hello, and welcome to Old Toy, New Joy, the show where I share with you my previously enjoyed toys I purchased from online sources, thrift stores, and collector shows that once belonged to someone else. I was in my local thrift store yesterday morning, and I came across something I had never seen before. And boy, do I love that. Just when you think you've seen it all, you come across something you didn't even know existed. This 1987 Tara Toy Corporation vinyl carrying case, specifically for baseball cards. I honestly didn't know that there were vintage vinyl carrying cases for baseball cards. If you've seen other episodes of Old Toy New Joy, you'll know I do like vinyl carrying cases, but all the ones I have are either for Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Superpowers action figures, Smurfs, and Star Wars. I did not know that anybody put out cases for cards. I do have a couple of Barbie Tara Toy Corporation vinyl carrying cases, but this is the first baseball card one I've seen. So we'll take a closer look at it, but there were three of these behind the counter at the thrift store, so I asked to see them. They were all full of cards. I opened them up. One was full of Score, 1990, I think, baseball Score, and one was full of 90 Fleer, and this one was full of 1988 and 89 Topps baseball cards. So I decided to go with this one. When I say full, I mean there was easily 200 cards in there. So for 20 bucks, I thought, I'll take this one. I didn't want to take all three because I didn't want to spend $60 that day. And I thought if I've got one case, that's good enough for my collection. So let's take a closer look at the case. It's got a plastic front with sort of a three-dimensional baseball player on the front. And 1987, well, that was right before the market became flooded with cards and manufacturers, right before the junk wax era. So I was kind of surprised that they put this case out then. I've seen baseball card binders with like a baseball player image or ball image on the front, specifically for baseball cards, but like I said, never a case. So that's the outside. It's good shape. Red all around, a little scuffed on the back. It's got a handle. Often with vinyl carrying cases, the handle is the first thing to go. It'll just rip out of the vinyl because of the weight of whatever's in the case. You fill this full of baseball cards, it's pretty heavy. You walk around with this holding it like a lunch pail, this handle's going to break off. We'll take a look inside. It was full of cards. I took them all out. So there is a tray here, and it is dilapidated, to say the least. It's crumbling and falling apart. I might have to just take it all the way out. Yeah, it's not really good anymore for holding cards that way. You could just stack them up in there without this tray. That does happen with vinyl carrying cases in general. Sometimes whatever the tray is made out of on the inside, it might be the first thing to kind of die. But that's okay. The outer shell is still good. And we'll talk about the contents. So as I said, there were 1988 Topps and 1989 Topps. Mostly 88s. And most of the cards are in this kind of condition. There's a crease. A couple of dog-eared corners. They were not in good shape. The previous owner did not take great care of these cards, or something happened to them while they were in storage, I don't know. Some of them are kind of warped. There's lots of duplicates. Nothing of great value, but I will show you the best cards from the lot, in my opinion. So we'll start with the 1988 Topps. We've got Don Mattingly and Tony Gwynn. Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco. Mike Schmidt and Dwight Gooden. Carlton Fisk and a very beat-up Nolan Ryan. Let's just get a closer look at that one. Very creased up. I don't know if you can tell. There's the back. Lots of stats because, of course, no one had been around since the late 60s. So his career was winding up at this point. Eddie Murray and Bo Jackson. Roger Clemens and Cal Ripken. Darryl Strawberry and Ricky Henderson. Keith Hernandez, who was in a great Seinfeld episode, and Fernando Valenzuela. Barry Bonds, before he became a huge home run hitter, and Kirby Puckett. And then a couple of checklists, which have been marked somewhat. And turn back the clock, 1974 home run record, Hank Aaron. That card is actually from the 1989 Topps set, and there's not as many 89 cards we're talking about that came out of the carrying case, but here's Darryl Strawberry and Ricky Henderson. There was like 4 Darryl Strawberry cards. This was the nicest one. Some of them are really beat up. This is pretty good. I'll show you. I like the back. The 86, 87 Topps had nice backs kind of like this with the darker red. I can't remember which one, sorry. I think it was the 87, so I like that back as well. And he was in a hilarious Simpsons episode all about baseball. So thank you so much for joining in today to Old Toy New Joy and allowing me to share my newly found Tara Toy Corporation vinyl carrying case for baseball cards. If you liked the video, please like the video. We will keep them coming. In the meantime, I encourage you to check out other episodes of Old Toy New Joy. You might find something that interests you, something you want to get into, something you used to have, such as Star Wars, Masters of the Universe, Hot Wheels, Transformers, Smurfs, G.I. Joe, wrestling figures, hockey cards, baseball cards, comics, and much, much more. Until next time, this is your Toy Whisperer saying farewell from Old Toy, New Joy.